Now to Washington, where President Trump is tweeting up a storm on trade this morning, but saying no deal yet until he gets to sit down again with China's leader. Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith is in our D.C. bureau with the very latest. So, Jessica, what's the president tweeting this morning?
Well, in a string of tweets, he says that talks are going well, but the big headline, as you mentioned, is that President Trump may meet with President Xi in the near future. He says there will be no final deal until the two meet to discuss some of the more difficult points. He says he wants a complete deal, leaving nothing on the table. There are not many details of this potential meeting just yet, no location or exact date. But the president said tariffs will increase on March 1st, and they're working to finish the deal before that deadline. So if that timeline holds, and if we're going on those tweets, we would expect the meeting to happen probably sometime next month.
Right, and Trump is set to meet with Beijing's top negotiator at the White House. I mean, it's not Xi, but it is their top negotiator. That's got to be a sign that things are going well.
Right, and that meeting was scheduled before the talks began, but based on the president's tweets, he at least thinks that talks are going well. And I talked to the U.S.-China Business Council, and they told me that the fact that both sides seem interested in a deal, that in and of itself is a success. It's a positive sign. So we'll be watching to see if we hear any more from this meeting today and then any more about a potential meeting with President Xi in the future. All
right. Now, there's also optimism over talks to hold off another government shutdown that could happen by February 15th if a deal isn't reached. What's the latest there?
Well, I talked to a congressman who is on that conference committee, and he was very optimistic yesterday, just a few minutes after that meeting. But I think President Trump on Twitter may have dampened that optimism a bit, saying that Republicans are wasting their time. Democratic lawmakers are not going to give in on the wall. Democratic lawmakers did present a proposal yesterday with more technology and more personnel, but no money for that border wall. The president seemed to hint on Twitter that he could do this on his own, so maybe alluding to that national emergency again.